Hey, this is APEP, and I'm back again. And today I want to talk about the hidden ones and working with Djinn. Over here, I have, this is Safa. She's the daughter of Shaitan and Djinn lore. And this is Epis, and this is a brass vessel. What you could do is as you get, I don't know if you can see this real well. I don't know how this camera is. As you can see, both of them. As you working with Djinn, I would say a lot of them has from my experience, a lot of third eye and pineal gland working and the solar plex type of energy. They're fiery based energies. A lot of people get them mixed up the concept of shadow people. Remember, you gotta listen to the word smokeless fire. Smokeless fire. That means there's no smoke. That means there's only fire. If they said fireless smoke, that would have been different. But the word Djinn means hidden one, and you could trace this meaning. It goes back to ancient Kemet, which is connecting to Amun Ra, and Amun Ra is called the hidden one. Later on, you get the hidden sun, the black sun, the dark sun, the eclipse. Also, Djinn is also the hidden one. Is also associated with the name of the yokai known as the Oni. The Oni are associated with storms, shape-shifting, cannibalism, and they also use the war off of negative spirits. And as you see the horns is a symbol of communication and the balance between the left brain and right brain hemispheres and the pineal gland. It's also connected to the medulla oblongata, which is the doff, the back of the head. You know what I'm saying? The back of the head, the back of the spine. The reptile brain is dealing with our fight, flight, and eat responses. It also corresponds to the subconscious mind and our primal urges. So back to the Djinn. What I recommend, I want to give y'all some tools that you can work with. If you're working with the Djinn, I would say is brass. Brass is a great one. One astral projection technique I use, if you're into that, is get some brass and rub it all over your body before you go to sleep, or you attempt to use astral projection. Another way for contacting Djinn, like say you get a brass lamp. You can also get, like, if you go to your local, I don't know where they still find these, because this thing is old, man, because my grandma had it, and it's been around ever since, trying to think of it. The house is 120 years old, so it's a little bit older than the house. So the brass, you get brass ducts, so those old brass things that you see in people's houses, especially from the old generation, probably from the 40s and 30s. Those are very useful, so I would recommend brass. You can also use, I'm in recovery, so you can't use this, but for other people they can. You can use gin, the alcohol gin, or you could get ginger root. Ginger root is a really great one. If you build altar to the gin, sit some brass out and put some ginger under your pillow while you sleep, it'll make your dreams vivid and stuff like that. And to keep your dreams vivid, you need to drink water and go to sleep early. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I'll have to say is sandalwood and dragon's blood and pachayochi. I did a combination with all three of those, but you can use one or the other. And there's other spirits that you can work with. You can look on my YouTube channel. And I have my own drawings. My drawings, I'll get into that in another video. But colors that you want to vibrate with the aspect of fire. Orange is dealing with fire. Red is dealing with fire. And the shade of blue I'm wearing, royal blue, is associated with fire. A lot of people don't know that, because people say, oh, blue is water, or is the sky, or it depends on your shades of blues and your shades of reds. That's why if you go into different cultures, you'll find out that each culture has a different meaning of a color, but if you pay attention to the shades of those colors in that culture, you'll find out they're different shades of blue. You know what I'm saying? So royal blue is actually fire, and is also connected to the pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? That's also what the genie lamp is dealing with. The 3 wishes. The 1, 2, the 3. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I'll have to, and they say 3 is the magical number, your eyes and that. So that's all I have to say. Before contacting these energies, you got to ask yourself why you want to work with this type of energy, and look for knowledge. Look for intuition, something that can better yourself, something that can you, I mean, you do it the way you want to do it, but I recommend not trying to look for materialistic stuff. Basically, things of the mundane realm. Look for things that will heighten your knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Something that will help you survive in the wild. Martial arts, creativity, science, stuff that will help you elevate. And you can look on my playlist and go through a lot of my source information, and also go through different aspects of learning. And you can harness each of these abilities. Now, the concept of the Djinn not bowing down to Allah or anything like that, because the biblical deity is actually Allah or Jehovah or Yahweh are actually the demiurge. You know what I'm saying? And the demiurge is not some spook thing that's out to get you. It's the parts of yourself that wants to hold you back, or stay in the comfort zone, or only wants to remain ignorant. So, and if you look back and you can study the history on a playlist, you can look and see how colonization took over other cultures, of indigenous black cultures, African cultures, European cultures, the Spanish, the Asians. It went around killing people. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really a racial thing, and some people might take it that way, but learn. It's not about, and plus, it's not really the people's color. It's the people that's in power, and time is up. Their time has come. Their time is up. The people that are sitting up there, the Jesuits and all their lies is being exposed. All this information coming out, and y'all can utilize that information. You know what I'm saying? And what I have to say is, dark and light does not define good or evil. You know what I'm saying? Dark is magnetic, light is electric, solar, or lunar. It could go both ways, malevolent or benevolent. So they notify you that on that. So if you want to work with the aspect of fire, and the planets I recommend with the Djinn, there's different planets you can work with. But I would say easier ones to work with, I would say, is the Sun and Mars. Those are very great energies. The Sun is dealing with knowledge, your self-esteem, your creativity. Also Venus too. Mars will be more of your war and aggressive attribute, removing obstacles, conquering things that's in your path. And the greatest enemy is yourself, and your greatest ally is yourself. So always remember that. And I'll give you some names. We got Ipos is a Djinn, Safa is a Djinn, Shaitan is a Djinn. And if you want to go to more of a more ancient origin, you can go into Yatuka Nadona. It's called Yatuka Nadona by Michael W. Ford. You can look into that book. There's a book called Red Magic. I'm not into love spells or anything like that, but I also learned how to construct some of my, by just learning from that book, I learned how to construct my own type of rituals. And you can create your own symbols, and you can merge other symbols from other cultures to enhance your sorcery in your working. So that's all I have to say today, and I just wanted to give you something simple. You know, like I said, brass, gin, or ginger root. You get ginger root. Oh, I forgot ginger snaps too. A lot of things that's associated with these names of them has a connection and a tie. You know what I'm saying? Words have power. So always remember that. But I did my experimentation. And I recommend using the tarot if you want to. Oh, speaking of that, you can get yourself these crystals too. I forgot to mention. Tiger's Eye is one of them for the Djinn. You can use feldspar or granite. Granite that you could just walk by. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's reddish or pinkish or orange. Calcite is a great one, and you can use obsidian. Obsidian is dealing with the subconscious mind, and it also connects with the dead. So that's all I have to say, and be safe and stay strong.